At 11:59 p.m. tonight, the Auckland exodus begins.
The borders at either end of the super city will open to anyone for any reason, as long as they abide by a couple of simple rules.
But for those needing a rapid antigen test to prove they're COVID negative, there is a big problem. Mitch McCann reports.
It's now been 119 long days of our longest lockdown. Auckland has come to know isolation, separation and frustration more than most. But finally, the border is set to open.
Me and my family are going to Kaikoura and we're going to go do some whale watching with my family.
We're going down to Clyde in Central Otago to see our family who we haven't seen in months.
It's a similar story for thousands in the super city and across the country who want to come in. Tickets have been booked, bags are being packed to travel by air, land or even sea.
I'm off to Bay of Islands on my boat and spend about 5 or 6 days around there and then probably head further up to Whangaroa.
The borders have stopped many from seeing weddings, funerals, birthdays and even their furry friends. Malorie Carey is one of them, and boy is she excited.
I've hopefully timed out my journey where I hit that border right at midnight so I can go straight through. But then I'm going to go straight down to Tauranga to see my family, my mum and dad and my dog, who I haven't seen this entire time, so I'm hanging out.
Another reason Malorie's hitting the border at midnight is to hopefully avoid tomorrow's torrential weather. It also means she can avoid endless Zoom calls with her family.
You talk a lot on FaceTime and over the phone, but it can't really replace the in-person hugs and the feeling you get when you're all together.
For some, it's been an even longer road to freedom. Tom Unger has returned from a European lockdown and found himself in a Kiwi one. He's been itching to see his family in Christchurch and his grandma, who's been unwell.
It's going to be very important, at that period of life when, we're taking for granted. Just seeing her once would be really cool. It's been a long time.
A long time since airports were bustling too. Today, Auckland Airport expected 1,300 passengers. Tomorrow, 20,000. But a new day brings new rules.
There will be a requirement to provide evidence that you're fully vaccinated with a vaccine pass, or if you're unvaccinated or not fully vaccinated, then you'll need to present evidence of a negative COVID test before you'll be permitted to check in with your airline.
So after 4 months like no other, it's time to reap the rewards of all that hard mahi.
We've got a great barrier to surf and swim. Woo!
And celebrate this summer, wherever that may be.
Kia ora, Mitch. What do those travelling to Northland need to know?
Yeah, good evening, Melissa. Well, there is a lot of traffic heading north tonight and we can expect a whole lot more over the next couple of weeks. Now, there's been a lot of discussion and perhaps confusion in recent times around what's being called the iwi checkpoints. Now, we know there are checkpoints going to be monitoring northbound traffic. They'll be at State Highway 1 near Uretiti and State Highway 12 is the second one near Mangataroto. Now, police want to insist tonight these are not iwi checkpoints, these are police-led checkpoints, and members of the Titai Kaukaro Border Control will be assisting them, but only police have the authority to turn cars around or issue infringement notices. Now, this is because Northland is the lowest vaccinated region in New Zealand. They still need 10,000 or 14,000 jabs and arms to reach that 90% target. So it's a safety measure that begins at midnight tonight.
And Mitch, you're learning of some major problems with the rapid antigen testing tonight.
Yeah, this is a problem that has come out in the last couple of hours, Melissa. Of course, rapid antigen tests have been provided by pharmacies, hundreds across the country, to people who are unvaccinated so they can fulfil their requirements to provide a negative COVID-19 test around the country. But there is a problem. We've been told that a number of pharmacies in Auckland haven't even been given these rapid antigen tests that they're supposed to be testing tomorrow. And there's also a problem with the IT system that people can't upload the results onto the portal. Now, the Ministry of Health has responded to the first of those issues tonight, saying that a number of pharmacies only signed up to the program yesterday, so they won't have their tests yet. They're waiting on the couriers to deliver them, but they did not address the issue around the portal and IT software problems. Mel.
Mitch McCann, live from Auckland. Thank you.